My dad gave me $5 to go see a movie.
Pete Ashdown's parents didn't think playing video games
So we went and spent the money on arcade games.
would lead to anything.
They thought it was a complete waste of time. This one's called iRobot.
It led to Ashdown a few years ago buying an old arcade game.
It was the first arcade video game that used 3D graphics. These games had a lot of meaning for me because I spent so much time on them.
And then getting a few more.
This is Fire Truck by Atari. Steer the front. I'll try and steer the back. 8 or 9 years old, going to Smith's Food King. Playing this one, that was my fault.
When he was a kid, video games inspired him to buy some of the early home computers.
This was the root of everything I did. Before I had a computer, this was my computer.
His parents, he says, didn't think it was time and money well spent.
Oh, that was your fault. They were talking about what a complete waste of time the computer was and how they were frustrated by it, and they wanted to get me out in the sunlight. I started X-Mission.
It led to a career in computers and his own internet provider business called X-Mission.
It was a computer in a closet.
All of our internet connections coming in.
Which now has 20,000 customers.
This is computer space.
And that gave him a place to build a collection of arcade games.
It's the first video game that ever hit the arcades.
They're in his office.
Yeah, this is signed by Nolan Bushnell. He's the creator of it.
In other people's offices.
After the tech bubble burst, there were a lot of people getting rid of these things.
Now he's got
over 100. I love the feeling of a video game, the colors and the bright lights. A lot of it is recapturing my youth, almost like being 13 again. You should honk the horn too. It's useless, but it's fun.
The games are only 20 or so years old, but they're called classics.
You bounce around from dot to dot while these worms and this other thing with eyes chase it. I'm adding a small service in preserving these things because otherwise they might get tossed in the dumpster. Now you're driving through the house, you're causing another fire.
Turns out playing video games led to some big things for Pete Ashdown.
Annoying hobbies are a lot more forgivable when you've made a success of yourself.
Including a real big collection of video games. I'm Peter Rosen with a fresh look on life.